So what is going on, guys? It's your boy Magma, and I know I'm back in my room. I literally changed everything in my room, and I know by the title you guys are probably wondering if this is true, because I've been saying I'm gonna do one for the past year now, and I haven't done one since I started my channel in 2017, and we are now in July of 2019, and here we are, still haven't done one. But guys, I am serious. Today it is happening. We are finally doing the setup reveal. I haven't done one since I moved in my new house because my setup was kind of wonky, cable management was horrible, everything was wrong with my past setup in this house, and nothing was right. I didn't have a lot of equipment, all my equipment failure from moving here, but today I finally have gotten all that fixed. In the past week I've ordered a ton of new things. I have made it better. So from the previous, it's in the same exact room you saw, but it's a different setup. So guys, without further ado, let's get right into this. Alright, so to start us off in the setup in here, we actually have this horrible chair that I've been using for about 2 years now. It's actually kind of lasted, and it's kind of worn. As you guys can see, I'll pull it out for you. It's pretty much just worn out. It's kind of fading. I need to get a new one, but this is not my main priority here. And I'm sorry about the back desk. This is kind of actually mounted into the wall, so as we can see, it doesn't come off. This is where I'd mounted my LED lights and everything for the past setup. But this is useless now. Now it's just my school area where I have all my exam books, because I'm taking an exam in 2 weeks, so I'm sorry guys, I'm studying for that too. Basically, here is the exact setup that I am streaming in now. Starting off, we have the IKEA Beacon desk. It was $230, expensive, crazy for a desk, but basically, you guys can hardly see any of the cables. All the cables back here are minimalized. They go straight under it. Besides these cables. These cables are the only one because the PC kind of sticks out, so I have to leave these cables to go out behind the PC. I'm gonna get one of those cable covers. That way you guys don't see that as much. But alright, I'm sorry guys, I want to apologize for that. My camera actually cut out and it died, so we're back. But basically what I was saying is it has a pre-built net down here. As you guys can see, it has a net that kind of holds all the cables. So if you guys can kind of peek in there, there's a bunch of cables just kind of chilling in there with all the cables kind of running down right here. And I mean, it looks kind of messy, but the problem is there's not really much you can do unless you want them sitting on top of the desk, which would look pretty bad. So I have them zip tied, that way it's kind of down on the low. That way if you're just kind of setting from an angle like this, you're not going to see it. The only cable you see is that one, which is perfectly fine. It's one cable, it's a power cable, it's obvious. But that's the cable management. That's one of the big things I've been trying to get with this new setup, just getting cable management on the good side. But to the next item, we have my PlayStation 4, which I've had since 2015, so going on 4 years now. It is the Black Ops 3 limited edition with my red controller and all my games over here. Yeah, I have a lot of games. So basically, that's my PS4. There's not too much about it. It's a 1 terabyte. It's basically just standard, you know, whatever. And then for the next part, we have the Razer Black Widow Chroma version 2 keyboard, which I've had for 2 years now almost, and it's running very well. Really like it. I like the clicky noise, and that's just me, but a lot of people don't like it for streams, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna hopefully fix this soon and do something different. Then we have the Razer Death Adder mouse. There's something loose in there. I don't know what happened, but it came cracked. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a little crack in it right there, and it kind of upsets me. Really sucks. So big thumbs down for that. Moving on to the next part, now it's kind of a little bit messed up. I had it nice and neat earlier, but I was watching a video while I waited for my camera to charge. We have the SteelSeries ArcDisc Pro headset. Pretty expensive, but it's really cool. It's wired. It's got a mic attached to it, and it's more of a bendable headset. Rather than sitting straight on your head and bending this part, it bends this little stretchy band. That way, you guys don't actually break and snap the whole thing. You can just replace this part absolutely, and that's one of my favorite things about it. That way, the only way I'll ever break it is if I snap it, but I don't snap headsets, so yeah, we're good on that part. And moving on to the monitors are probably one of the least exciting parts about this, except for this one. This one is my Asus 24-inch 144 hertz monitor, but this one's my Insignia 60 hertz 27-inch monitor. I want to get these two to be the exact same, but I don't have the money right now, so I'm waiting, seeing if my channel picks up, and then I'll think about it, switching them to be combined. So now we have the PlayStation camera and my Logitech C920 webcam. Actually, fun fact, I bought this desk after I bought my cam link. I had originally bought a cam link because the camera I'm using to record this right now, I was going to use as my webcam, but turns out this is one of the only cameras that is not supported by the cam link, so I had to return cam link and I decided to get a desk instead. So unfortunately, things didn't go as planned, but that's okay. We're here now, we're living the dream with this awesome setup. I really like it. Then moving on, we have the Blue Yeti microphone, which I've been using since about 2018, mid 2017, early 2018, I believe. With our new Rode microphone arm stand, right now it's not mounted onto the desk. It's kind of using this. I haven't decided to mount it yet just because this is working fine. I got this about 3 days ago, so living the dream with that. And I don't know why, but my my camera's being really weird. So I'm sorry if it like looks really blurry. And then moving on to the beast of the setup right here. I spent 2 days building this because I've never built a PC before and I suck at them. So quite frankly, this was one of the hardest things to do. Now, starting with the exterior, we have an NZXT H500i case. It's pretty big. It's very nice. It has pre-built RGB lighting. Let me see if you guys can see it. There's pre-built RGB up there. It's kind of blurry, but RGB is always blurry in cameras. So that's what we have. Then we have the cooler, the Corsair H115i cooler with 2 RGB fans. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's some RGB coming from back there, but they're intake fans, so you can't really see them as much. And then we have 2 Corsair LL120 RGB fans as well. I have 2 extras. Originally, I thought my case could support 4, but turns out it can't. So unfortunately, here we are with only 2, so I have 2 extra in case anything happens. Then moving on to the motherboard, we have the Asus Prime Z390A motherboard. I was going to get the Z390E, but my friend convinced me to get the A, so that's what we did. With the graphics card, we have the GeForce GTX 1080 Ti 11GB. So this is a monster of a graphics card. I know it's not the 2080 Ti, and I'm sorry. I just didn't want to spend the like $2,000 to get it. And so I got this for now, and it's working amazingly. And then we have the EVGA 750 watt power supply, which is actually under there for right now because that's how the PC makes it. They actually stick it underneath the system itself. Next up, we have the 16GB of DDR4 Corsair Vengeance RAM. It's actually pretty good. I didn't need 32GB or RGB, so I just got regular. And originally, fun story, my RAM had an issue. Apparently, I wasn't wanting to go in all the way, so for 2 days, lads, I would have had this done in like 6 hours, but it took me 24 hours because, well, that's over the span of 2 days, but the RAM didn't want to go in all the way, so it kept saying I had a RAM issue every time I booted up my PC, and we thought there was a motherboard compatibility issue, so we tried every problem shooting solution, I'm sorry, I can't talk this morning, to try to fix it, and we almost sent the motherboard back, and then finally I just shoved the RAM in there and almost bent the motherboard, which is not good, let me tell you, but it didn't want to go in, the motherboard was being stubborn, but we finally got it in there, and it finally worked after 2 days, so. And finally, last but not least, for the CPU, we have the i9 9900K processor. It's a beast of a processor. I have no issues running anything whatsoever, streaming and running games at the same time. The fans do have to work a little bit overtime sometimes, but it's okay because overall, this PC is a beast. I haven't overclocked it yet. I'm not planning on overclocking it. No need to. And this PC is amazing. I love it so much. I'm going to be using it for years to come until the parts start to get worn out. Then I'll start changing them out. But love this PC. Cable management over here. There's just literally like 2 cables. Power and Ethernet. That's it. And that's it for the PC. And that's basically it for this setup over here. I mean, there's not too much to it. It's kind of minimalized. That's the whole overview of the setup. Like I said, underneath, cable management's pretty good. And then over here, like I said, we just have my school setup. I have my MacBook Pro 2017. I believe that's the, I can't remember, I think it's the 128GB edition. I have my CLEP exams. I'm taking a few exams, so unfortunately, I have to start studying. I have those exams in 2 weeks. I have huge books I need to start looking through. And then up here, like I said, just my video games, my PlayStation VR with my Call of Duty World War II hat. If you guys are OGs, you remember I used to wear this every stream, summer of 2017. I literally would just wake up, put that on, and start streaming. Here we have an HDMI splitter because this is originally what I thought I could use to stream off of the PlayStation 3, but no, I was wrong. I was way wrong. We have some Tomb Raider pictures. We have regular, rise, and then shadow from, because I have the, let me see if I can find it, Shadow of the Tomb Raider Steelbook Edition. And then over here we have our mystery box edition with our Call of Duty puzzle, which I still have not put together. I need to do that. I have my Call of Duty Zombies comic book, fig pins. I have some posters that my dad got me and stuff that I need to set up. The patches, mystery box that makes noise that I don't use too much because my family's around and it annoys them. But I'm going to be replacing these doors, so that'll be for good now. And yeah, if you're wondering what's in these drawers, it's literally nothing. Like, posters I still haven't set up, like the Blood of the Dead poster, the 9, Voyage, all that stuff. All stuff I'm going to hang on the wall. I just haven't had time yet, but this is what you used to see from the background of my setup. You used to see this, but now it's more of this angle, so I'm excited. I'm going to be putting a lot more on these shelves, a lot more to come, but I think that's going to wrap it up for the setup. It's not too in-depth and it's not too good, and I apologize for my horrible shakiness of the camera as well as my horrible camera skills, because that is something I need to work on. I need to get better at vlogging as well as doing setups, because I didn't really know what to say. I mean, I didn't know what you want me to say. Like, this is my setup. Like, that's all there is to it. I really don't know what to say. I don't know how to do this kind of thing. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy, do not forget to drop a like here on the video. Let's try to smash 10 likes on this video. That would be absolutely amazing. And if you guys haven't already, drop a sub here on the channel. Show your support, all that good stuff. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and go today. I think I'm gonna relax for the rest of the day. Maybe stream some Call of Duty. I don't know. You guys want to follow me? Twitch.tv/MagmaOnFire. Link in the description below, as well as subscribe to me here. I stream sometimes big Call of Duty updates, as well as certain things I feel that I should stream over here. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for coming out. Thank you all. Hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. See you all later.